morning, students. Yesterday we all had a class and a brief introduction about the first chapter that we are going to study in physics, and it was about motion. So the brief introductory discussion that we had yesterday was about what is motion. I mean, when you hear this word motion, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? What do you make of it? What do you understand from it? So we were discussing that, and the definition that we had chalked out was that if an object or a body is changing its position with respect to time, then we say that the body is in motion. So this was the first basic definition of motion that we had studied yesterday. When an object or a body changes its position with respect to time, then it is said to be in motion. For example, I would like to let you all know, suppose it's a duster. Here it is in my hands, and we can say it is at rest. But if its position changes, like what is the time right now? It's 9:25, 9:26 to be precise, and we see that after 3 seconds its position changes. So then we say that this duster was in motion. And now when we observe it that it's the time is also increasing and its position is changing, now we would say that it is in motion. So this change of position is what characterizes the term motion. अब इसके opposite term पे आते हैं हम लोग. अगर कोई body move कर रही है तो उसका दूसरा state क्या होगा? वो दूसरा state होगा उसका rest. So how can we define rest? When an object or a body does not change its position with respect to time. What we have to remember in this definition of rest is these two words: does not change its position with respect to time. Then it is said to be at rest. Now these were the two things that we had discussed yesterday as the introduction of the chapter, and we had also discussed and taken a few examples of what objects would be called in motion and what objects would be called at rest. Like we had taken the example of fan, the arms of a clock, the wall clock, you see its second arm is moving faster. We can see its motion. The minute arm moves slowly and the hour arm moves the slowest. I mean, we know it's moving, but we just cannot distinguish its actual motion. So this is what we say is the difference between motion and rest. No, sorry, I was discussing about the examples. So this was an example of a body in motion. Now an object at rest, you can spot any object that is kept around you. Suppose it's your television. Now your television doesn't move. You don't move it too frequently. Its position doesn't change with respect to time. So that can be taken as an example of an object which is at rest. So the basic thing that we have to understand in this chapter is about motion and rest. And the other things that we are going to study would be about the characteristics of motion. Like motion is characterized by a number of factors.
उसके बाद